It starts as one dream, shared across thousands of backyards and practice fields. A dream many will have, but few will realize. It requires sacrifice and perseverance. The will to push your body and your mind to its limits, only to set new ones. There will be obstacles, and alongside them, challenges. All are a test of your resolve to see if you truly have what it takes. Every week is another step on the road to stardom, and no two are the same. You will be defined by every game and each pressure-filled moment on the field, and by the relationships you forge and the decisions you make off of it. Today is where your dream becomes a reality. Today, your legacy begins. On the road to the NFL Draft, the Scouting Combine is the biggest checkpoint. No other event has its power to elevate or sink a prospect. Everything comes down to how they test.
From its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana, it is time for the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Kate Scott. So happy to welcome you here for another year alongside someone who went through this event himself as a player. It was a few years ago, but he still remembers it. Mr. Brock Heward. And Brock, it is just about time for one of the most important events in the pre-draft process, as these players try to convince all 32 NFL teams that they should be their first-round pick.
And let me just tell you, these guys have prepared as much for today as they did for the most important games of their college careers. We've got our eyes on a lot of the biggest names here. But there is a Heisman Trophy winner on the field, and he's the one we are all very eager to see perform.
He, of course, the former Ohio State Buckeye. And now we get to see this dual-threat quarterback in the 40-yard dash. He's getting ready, down into his stance, and here we go.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
Well, we expected him to keep going for a while here. Bit of an early exit and underwhelming to say the least.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
That was a tough showing for him. It really was a chance to wow and
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward. And the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Welcome back, everyone, to beautiful Southern California and the NFL on EA Sports. Currently, the Saints in control of the football as we resume the action in quarter number 2. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but it did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll look to throw again. being chased out left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a third and long. They'll drop to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Intended for Chris Olave. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Onto the field comes New Orleans. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that nearly intercepted. With a free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
On the move to his left. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Julie on the stop. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. But they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
And it's fourth down.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now.
So many times I advocate not.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, look around. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all.